Yeah.
All right, we're in the building. Oh, it won't let me do both. Never mind. I was gonna try to do the stream and the record, but you know what? What I'll do is this. I'll just once it's done recording, I'll just have it stream immediately because that's what I wanted to do. All right, Dixie Noodle's back. Welcome back.
Yeah, I leered my way out of here on accident.
All right. Okay, we're gonna do it how we normally do. The Rockons. Internet's been a little funky, but I'm hoping it'll hold steady. So we'll trade. Basically, we'll go 8 Rockons. A shout out of gratitude for something in your life, someone in your life, a pioneer, the craft, or just a concept that has been well to you this week. Get rooted in gratitude. We'll go in the order we came in. I don't know who came in. I was here, then I left to take care of my bio needs.
Bio break.
So, how about this? Let's just do. I'll start. Zay, Valkylyric, Imaginer, and Dictionuno. We'll just do that.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
I'm gonna run this beat back because I like it, and then we'll kick it off. Yeah. Shout out to the expression deep inside, eternal lessons. Open up, find my own resurrection. Coming through, past the C-section, cutting through the fear. Understand, operating quite clear, like nothing's there, but from nothing everything bursts. As we drop another verse unrehearsed.
Shout out the sun. You know, it's been a really rough month with the seasonal depression, but I'm coming off fight them the oppression. Feeling real, inviting, feeling real, enlightened, and happy to be here, to be heard, to be here. No fear.
I haven't been rocking it on the east, but I've been rocking it on the sides of both of the west. They've been taking me out for not hots, but the drinks. And I've been very grateful for them because they know that my brain is off of the leaks. I can't help for the fact that I haven't been improving with all of these weeks. I wish that maybe I would get better on the mentals because lately I've been trying to gain strength, but frankly right now I'm feeling really weak.
And it's the end of the week. We're looking for the strength. Rock on the wisdom, rock on the prudence, rock on to my motivated students. No, we went to the studio. Shout out to Zay, he laid down the flow. Another Zay, this day cool, the other Zay cool too. It's like the brothers from another. But now I pass it to my other brother.
I'm grateful for this unicorn that managed the show a couple of months ago. I'm grateful for my nephews that I live with and the new pet. We got to like to growl on everybody when they step in. I'm grateful for my whole clique, my whole crew, my fam too. Grateful for the Camry and still running, vroom vroom. Grateful for my job, coaching people, changing lives. Grateful for everything. Grateful for these fucking mics. Grateful for the light. Grateful for the bright. Grateful that I'm tight.
Yeah.
Tighter than a bike upon the air pressure, giving you more, nothing lesser, popping the compressor. And that's right, we do it the best. Shout out to A-Rev, making that dream come true, rocking the stage for Harry Mack, doing it for the crew, the PDX, the Northwest Cypher community, getting down, freestyle in that unity.
Talk about the unity, talking about the open mic at Cafe United, talking about my community, I feel invited, talking about the good vibes, we feel enlightened, just having a good time, just having a good vibe, kicking some sick rhymes, kicking some sick times, just feeling it, start to grooving, I get to moving, my brain is perusing.
I'm grateful for the silence or even the quiet beats or the DJ that will pump it up. Yeah, every time that I pump it up, it's like I'm pumping a tire and I don't get tired even when I'm retired.
Yeah, nice. That's how we do it. All right, I got another one for you. Okay. Similar to the Rock On vibes, I think it is about. We can do it in 3 different ways, but it's like this. First way is something that's going right, going well. A current challenge or struggle is the second way, and the third is something interesting. Okay, and we can do it. How about we try it this way, where it starts? So I think JC's going to start on you. They'll start with something that's going well, and then Nixon, you'll pick up on something that's challenging. I'll pick up on the interesting, and then Zay, something going well. Back the lyric challenging. We'll just kind of cycle through like that.
Okay, well,
and to make it more
starting
fun,
with well.
Yeah, and to make it more fun, so we can get multiple rounds, and we're gonna go 4s. All right.
Okay. Well, challenging, interesting. Just flow through those.
Yeah.
Okay. Dope.
Let me back up there. Okay, what are you doing? All right, backing it up. Jesse's on you. Well.
Yeah. Well, I got the JOB, so I'm feeling some inner harmony, having the structure. What else is going well? Well, I'd be lying if I don't love the dandelion.
Challenge.
Yo, I do well at facing interesting challenges when I balance it, even though sometimes the neurochemicals imbalance with. Get my nervous system right with meditation. Type of challenges I face in these situations.
All
right. So understand what I do is interesting in the moment, getting present. It's never been dormant, trying to get still, feel the whole world vibrating, even though I ain't leaving a situation. Well.
Speaking situation, I got a nice day off. Shout out to JOB, we talking the job, talking good times and talking good time off.
All right, challenge.
It's like I'm standing inside of an airplane. Yeah, standing, but there's turbulence. It's really challenging. I'm just raw dogging life like I'm raw dogging the turbulence. Maybe I could just be flying out and you can see that I'm levitating.
All right, interesting.
What's interesting to me is I'm learning about the quinceañera history, listening to a memoir on tape, and it's like, yo, there's things I never knew. So I'm like, okay, that's cool.
Well.
What's going well, what isn't? Everything. My mentality, because I'm the operant power in my own reality. So really ain't nothing that would be going well in the first place. And if it did, then it would just be an illusion I could reverse to its birthplace. Reconfigure it, change the whole ligaments. Everything going so well, I'll be shining from here to different districts.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see where the beat's at. Oh, I got it. So a challenge for me is a plan when the mind keeps expanding, trying to keep my head and the teachings on earth, because I don't know if the students have expanded their mind to this girth.
See, interesting. I'm trying to find something that's interesting to me. I like basketball. I like to do and sing. I like to play my jams. I like to think about things.
Every time that I grab my hair, it's like I got an apostle. Yeah, it's like an apostle because things are going well. Every time that I've been preaching at you, you say that I'm like awful.
What's challenging to me, besides the Star Spangled, is that I landed on a dude's foot and sprained my ankle. So I was hobbling. I had the black and blue. I couldn't play ball. Boo hoo.
All right, we did that. That was That was fun.
What's interesting to me?
You're ready, bro.
Kick it up,
my bad.
You're ready.
Yo, What's interesting to me is cash and the cold practices and how I can turn everything into some magnets that stack the flows up into the abundance. I'm interested in Stoic philosophy. I'm interested in things that get to the next level where they're not topping me and never stopping me. So I stay reading on the regular. So everything is interesting.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, we'll kick eights.
Uno.
And just do what you feel, do what comes up. All right. So we kicking eights to the side. It's infinite. Understand how I glide. The gift is it to go off the mind. So vivid. Drawing it to the lines. I will submit it like I'm going to get the grant come back. Put the cash stack in the bank like that, so I can sign checks that don't go like Spalding, but they go swish through the rim, because I am him.
Ooh,
I
okay.
am him. I am them. Coming at you with the pronouns FM. Like I'm coming off the top. Like, yeah, I got a rock. When I get my zone and I get in the pocket. No, I got a rocket. No, it's the rock'em, the sock'em, the robots, I talk'em. Don't know how to count. Is that really 8? I'm feeling like it's a good day. I think this is great.
I rush you like gold, but whenever you step back, you just break your leg like silver. I wish that maybe every time that I get a rhyme, I could deliver. But right now, I feel like I'm sick in my liver. Maybe if I just dug a little bit deeper, I could be getting some water out of the well. But right now, I feel like I'm wishing I'm rubbing the lamp. If I had 3 wishes, that wouldn't be enough. I don't feel well.
Yo, wishing for the health, wishing for the abundance, wishing for the lightning and wishing for the thunders. No Oklahoma. I got my high school diploma and then a degree or a receipt, or maybe it's 1 or maybe it's 3. Trying to just teach, trying to, spread the genius, trying to go to Mars and Venus. Archetypally, now I'm feeling like I want to spread the mic to the diction uno, let them know.
Yo, my mic work is kind of like my knife work. Super nice, sharp, and on point, really precise. In my life, I've rolled a lot of dice, and that's metaphoric, because I don't really gamble. Unless we talk about taking a risk to get some euphoric bliss, or once upon a time to stack up some cash and move the sieve over the ditch so I could move this fish. Yo, I get down with that dirty business. If I need to, it's a flirty mistress. Flip it to a higher level when I'm climbing stairways to heaven like Led Zeppelin, and then without the biting, I'm a titan. Clash with me, bad idea. Keep the shit exciting, got the crowd bugging, throwing their hands up. It's like lightning when I step in the building. The way my aura shocks, drops, won't stop, and you don't stop, so we won't stop, so we don't stop ever. I'll pass the microphone off because I know you're gonna kick something clever.
Nice. Goodness.
Hell yeah.
That was dope. All right.
Going in.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. What am I thinking? I was practicing a few things this week, and I'll see if it comes up, because I don't know if it came to it. I was practicing some things, but I don't know if it came out as a game. So we'll just keep it going. I'm gonna back this beat up because I like it. 8-ish. If you catch a vibe, keep the vibe going. But you can pass it when you're ready. Yeah. Pass it when you're ready. It's not heavy for me to come through, chop it like the levees when the water runs through it. The water runs dry, but I be so fly. Hitting them high notes like Boys to Men. Doing it so illy. Shout outs to Philly. Yes, the influence coming through. Hopefully hits the 7-Eleven when he runs through. Getting that greenery. Doing it like the scenery. Always coming up so lovely. Flying heavenly. Oh, so doubly. That's right. Doubly's a word now.
Lovey. Talking lovey-dovey. Every time I come in the room, they want something from me. Whether that's a hug or a high five, I'm giving crisp daps. I'm that guy. Coming real through, really fly. Cause I Just like to do it again when I spit on the mic without the pen. You know I represent, you know I do this stuff. You know I'm coming off the top so tough.
Ooh.
Yeah, op so tough. They can spit forever, like their diction ciento. Yeah, they can spit forever up to 100. Yeah, you know, every time that I get on the mic, I just wish that I could be relaxing to this Peanuts vibe.
Peanuts vibe. Yo, we on the Peanuts vibe, but don't walk on the shell. Ninja Turtle, what the hell? I got my Raphael. I got my headband and it's red. And when I fight, it's like the only fight is in my head. Crazy dreams in the bread, but no larva in my throat. About to give birth to a metamorphosis, don't you know? Am I that dude? Am I that guy? That's a dragonfly. Woo, translucent. Let me pass it before I lose it.
He said translucent. Yo, I'm like Doc Strange, how I pop things, open a portal to another place, different dissections and different dimensions and different perspectives of you reflected into the mirror. It only smiles if you smile back at it. It's all just the mirror of the internal uh journal. I open lights in 7 ways, funkier than the 7 days, like with 7 chakras. Yo, kick the shit, savage like a monster, if necessary, cause I'm real versatile. I pass it off. You know they gonna hurt you too.
Yeah. Wow. Yes. All right. I don't have a drill or practice around this one besides just like making the intention to kind of practice it when you freestyle. But the challenge between the message and the rhyme. So when I'm writing songs, when I'm writing even poetry, or definitely poetry, I know I have something when it goes with the message I want to say, right, or the story I want to tell. And then it's made better by, clever rhyme, clever wordplay, clever, right, the techniques, right, to where it's like, if I can get my message across, make it rhyme, and also throw in a paradox, get up to get down kind of thing, it's like, ooh, that's like a bar for me, right? And so when you're freestyling, at least when I'm freestyling, there's these moments where like I generate the rhyme first, regardless of the message. Like it's kind of just a habit of like, boom, okay, rhyme, boom, rhyme, boom, rhyme.
Yeah.
And then there's some times when it's like, okay, I'm generating the message and I don't know if the rhyme's going to be there. And the game is, how can I make it rhyme and still be on message? So it's like sometimes you're like saying something that's on message, but all the words that come up to rhyme just don't quite connect. Does that make sense?
I feel you.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit, you said, Vagler?
Kind of like, so I did like apostle, aposoil, apoful, awful. And so I'll do things like that where they're stacking and it's supposed to have a message, but because the scheme is so tight, it gets loose in the amount of bars that I'm trying to do. And then off the top, it especially gets confusing. So I kind of do like the opposite if I think of what you're saying.
So it's almost like you use all your rhymes really close together, and then that'll get you off the message.
I do like an A in the scheme, right? And then I might have a little things in there, but it's supposed to be alliteration, right? And then there's supposed to be a theme within the alliteration, and then that can get lost on people because they're like, are they saying apostle 4 times? Right? And then they're like, well, why did you rhyme apostle 4 times in 4 bars? Right.
Yeah.
Or in 2 bars.
Are you talking about writing or freestyling?
Freestyling. I did that earlier.
Yeah,
Okay.
I remember that. It sounded like apostle.
4 times. Yeah. But it was like apostle. I'm like an apostle. I got a paw soil, and then it was awful. Right.
Okay. I'll have to run the tape back. The reason I asked that because you had an audience in your head to give the critique while you're also creating the freestyle, which also creates more processing that takes you out of the moment.
And then therefore I fail to deliver. So if you go back, you'll be like, oh, she was trying to do this scheme and then the messaging failed. But then if you remember a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I did like the Esther Phillips thing. And you can see what I was trying to do there, but I didn't quite stick the landing because I didn't get the narrative in there, and I'm trying to do too much. Which I guess for you is like you pre-plan the rhyme, or I pre-plan like the alliteration.
Well, plan is a strong word. It's not a plan. It's more of a check it out. Here's what I'm about to do. Do, zoo, clue, move. That's what's happening.
Okay.
Right. It's just like, unless there's something I actually want to say next. Like, am I actually talking about what I'm about to do? Here's what I'm about to do. I'm about to open up the door, say hello to you. Right. Like, that's more about the message and the story. Yeah. So
I gather what you're saying. For me, it shows up as like I talk 99% more shit in a freestyle than I do on songs at all. Like I used to do that on songs, and sure, if it's a feature and a calls for it, but like the vast majority of my, last 7, 8 projects are topical things, right? About what's going on in my life and what have you. But on a freestyle, I tend to just flex more battle skis. So like sometimes it will be like, or it'll be more aggressive, right? Because the rhyme would be dope there or whatever, as opposed to like, okay, the content of what I'm really like on these days of my life or like on my actual records is not on that type of time most of the time, right? And so I feel you because sometimes it's like sacrifice, like, yo, this is gonna sound dope or whatever, is steering into that instead of being like, okay, yeah, that'll sound dope and that's fine. Freestyling is like a battle weapon, but it's not like what you're saying, like more like put the content over the stylistic part of it, right? And worrying about what you gonna rhyme next. That shows up for me too, but I feel like the other way it shows up is like if you listen to my freestyles, you would think I'm just rappity rap about rapping on my records or something, or I'm just mad aggressive or I talk all this shit. But like if you listen to my albums, I talk like almost no shit whatsoever. It's all topical shit, you know what I mean? But my freestyles, I'm like, yo, I'm flexing hella more.
Yeah. It's 2 different mental states of being. Right.
Yeah.
Like I freestyle different when I'm in a
right. It's more like stream of consciousness.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I feel that. Yeah. Honestly, I struggle sometimes with freestyling alone. It's something about the vibe of a Cypher will just pull shit out of me. When I freestyle alone, honestly, it's hard to really like get the vibe for some reason, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think that's, and so I think the interesting piece is like, so when I bring this up, this whole idea about like the message versus the rhyme, it's not like a battle, but it's just more of like, message could be anything. It's just really what you're trying to say. Like if you're just going to talk shit, the message is talking shit. If you're, trying to enlighten minds, the message is enlighten minds. If it's tell a story, it's all that.
True.
And so what I spend a lot of my time doing is thinking about like the principles that are at play during, because you can't analyze a freestyle and go back and say, oh yeah, next time I'm going to say this, because it's gone. But you can go back and analyze a freestyle.
Right.
And think,
no, I feel you on that. Like,
what was I thinking about?
Because I still.
Or did you get cut off?
Right. No, that makes sense because like, okay, I'll still slip some gems in there. Like I'll be rhyming about some deep occult shit in the rhyme, but it's more stream of consciousness. And I feel like you saying that challenge if you thinking of the content first, I might have stuck deeper into that narrative, but sometimes I just hit a wall where it's like, oh, well, this word rhymes with that. You're thinking of that first, and it'll shift the whole focus, right?
Yeah,
Like in that kind of way too. I get what you're saying there. It's like I might have said something else more topically on point. Well, this rhyme better, so now we done talking about esoteric knowledge and whatever. I'm gonna talk some more shit because this word right there or whatever. Yeah, instead of thinking of the
right.
content, first.
Yeah, yeah. And so I think there's um, work to be done in that area, and not work to be done in the sense of like I think every MC has to develop their approach in that tension, right? Because we all can get out of it smoothly, and nobody's going to know the difference. Only you will know the difference.
Right.
And so when you kind of notice that tension of like, I wanted to say this, but I said this instead, or I'm not really saying, like, what do you do in that moment? But hands down, what has to really get cultivated, I think, for everybody is just that suspension of judgment of it. It's like you accept whatever it is and then make your move and keep the flow going wherever it's going to go. And then if you want to come back to something. But the letting, like,
Yeah.
I don't want to get too deep into what I've been on lately, just because
Is
I'm trying to be.
is my computer just bugging out, or is everybody's shit bugging out?
I think it's just you.
Yeah, it's been weird all night.
Okay,
let's get back
my
to
bad.
some flows though. But basically, I'll just say that non-judgment is really an important skill to have for your peace of mind. Like, it's an important skill for freestyling. And it's an important skill for your
like
peace
witnessing,
of mind.
right?
Wow. Yeah. Just like, and so a lot of, I think a lot of things can start opening up for you in a freestyle when you really suspend all the judgment and just become the conduit of the flow. And as you're the conduit of the flow, you will still have the craft to navigate the message, the rhyme, the schemes, the idea, like you still have to navigate that, but you don't have to navigate that with is this going to be good? Is this going to be bad? Is it dope? You don't have to do all that. You can just let that go and truly become a conduit for the energy that you're generating.
Yo, that remind me of the concept of witnessing.
Yeah. So,
on this point,
yeah,
Zay doesn't know this, but as I've been talking about a lot this year and a little bit last year, I feel like I'm not as good as I used to be, because I'm not as good as I used to be. But I did a bunch of writing this past week, and then I wrote something today. I'm not going to read it for you, but my conclusion was at the very end, I don't need to be better. I just need to be. Because the hardest thing I've had since not doing anything in 2024 because of craziness, and then not really doing anything this year because I'm trying to pull myself together, is I'm tearing myself down. And when you like take a step during the middle of a rhyme and you're like, I meant to do this, or I used to be able to deliver this type of scheme, where's all the mental space, right? I'm just beating myself up, or when I got into it, I was building myself up. And so instead of like, I don't need to be better, like I gotta be better, I gotta be better, I gotta be better, I just need to be where I'm at and then have self-awareness, which is where I was before.
That's it. Just be. Alright. On that note, Dope Talk, let's do some solos. Cause
Solos.
Dixie Nuno, how's your setup? Cause if you're ready, I would like to
I think it's finally done bugging. I switched the connection back and forth, and for a while, like some of y'all was turning into little swirls, like with a black screen or whatever.
Okay. All right. Let me.
Oh man, it's happening again.
Might be my fault. Hold up.
Okay, bet I'm like, yo, am I the only one?
No, you shouldn't be the only one.
Can't be the
Okay, no doubt. I felt bad. I like low key interrupted, but it was like time lag, and so I'm like, am I interrupting someone, or is this like a time lag? I don't know.
I mean, solo layout. That's what I'm looking for.
Just that Portland internet.
Oh, I don't want it to. Jeez, it just went like full screen on me. That's not what I'm looking for. All right, come on, Tech. You just drag and drop. Yeah. All right. Diction, if you're feeling this beat, it's on you. I'll run it back, and you get the whole.
All right, so are we going with that? We going with that challenge, like the be a conduit witnessing kind of a deal?
Yeah. Let's go with
More or
that.
less. All right. Let's see what we do.
Yeah.
To come up with a topic,
Or just no, like literally, just do what you do, but just really turn down the judgment and just see what happens.
Okay. No doubt. I got they head spinning like they buffering. Yo, I live a life beyond suffering. Mindfulness in the practices when we witness it. No judgment to the thoughts. We just let them stay there because they're not us, even if they want to play tricks on your mind by design. Here's the thing. Who's the one hearing the thoughts? Because that's you. I am up in the spot. I am that I am, which means I create, which means I'm connected to everything in space, which means that I don't live by designs of time. It's just an illusion that confines within the mind. We could dissolve that. We could revolve that. Problems, we could solve that because they just really illusions in the first place. Take it back to the birthplace of the universe, the Big Bang and such. How we get down, like we split the Dutch, way we flipped it up. It's like the script of your reality's a little bit different. I ain't no pod people, ain't no NPC. The way I get down on this MIC, because I can speak truth to power, speaking on some deep shit that'll dissolve the coward within your mind. Some people call it the devil. See, I'd rather see it as the sequel of the eagle, the ego, not the one with the wings though. Cause I ain't talking about flying birds. If they want some bird shit, yo, this, that, and the third shit. Miss me with the drama. Save that for your mama, comma. When we come back with the tsunami, like a kami, that's also a kamikaze. That means we godly but reckless with chaos at the same time. Surf it on a wave, the way we get down, like the files that you sound when we bouncing out. Too many projects in the discography for me to even fucking count. So many your mouths, so many minds. I took to the depths of the ocean this time. Uno in the building, mean I get.
Nice.
Uno in the building. Killing it.
Good looking out, man.
Killing it. Oh.
All right. Jesse, I'm gonna have you go next because
Okay.
And I'm only going last just to make sure that y'all get your solos in. If the time comes, I don't get the solo. I would rather y'all have it. You feeling this one?
Yeah, I like it.
All right, let me run it back. And then it's all you.
Some of that boom bap, some of that 90s, just make the head snap. Cat in my lap, so let me purr with this rap. Let me get on my vibrational from the root chakra. I'm growing up, ain't no stopping, yeah. I'm talking to myself, third person, no rehearsing. Freestyle in the moment, judgment, fuck it. I let it go, put it in the soil like a seed. Let it grow. If it's a weed, that's cool, do your thing. Cause every plant has a purpose. Yeah, I ain't just skating on the surface. When I'm nervous, let me go a little deeper and just see the root. So let's go back to those plant metaphors of truth. Ooh. Leaves growing on the tree, it's springtime. Feel the flowers in the air. I'm feeling freer than a bird with the wings on its back. It's a matter of fact. Let me travel back in my memory bag. I'm talking zig to the zag. Shout out to where I was born, where I'm from, where the drums go dun. Daddy was a drummer playing snare. Daddy hit the kick drum. Now I'm not scared, cause it matches the thump in my chest. Let me manifest. I don't call it a cage, it's a basket. Yeah, I ain't afraid of the casket. Matter of fact, let me look at that. Life is just going in a spiral. When I get out of the river of the Nile, nothing is for final. The cat's jumping down cause he say I'm getting rowdy. Let me get in the words. Yeah, I'm proud of me. I'm proud of me today just for facing another fear. Let me come back, take a good look in the mirror. What do I see here? Looking back with the blue-eyed gray hair. Oh shit, another freestyle, another prayer. Another way to be aware. Let your shoulders drop and my eyes relax. Let me just count all my syntax. I paid my taxes, no return. We had to pay this year, but I'm not burned, cause we saved for that. Cause we making a plan. And I'll be damn, Oregonian. Thank you for the jam. Desmond sacrificing his own solo so we can all know what's in our soul. Thank you, bro.
Nice.
Yo, another prayer, another way of being aware. Yo, oh, deep.
Nice. All right.
Just vibing off you, bro.
Yo, I feel it. That was dope.
All right.
Give me a snob.
How are you feeling on this?
Snob it. Snob. Double snob. Snob.
Alright. How about this?
I can't snob twice, can I?
Snob as many times as you want.
The instrumentalist, though.
I normally don't do this, but I'm gonna pull a Desmond. Let's snob it again. Let's roll that dice. It says do it twice. It says 2. You know what to do.
Are you going on this one?
I guess we have no choice. Just like the sound of my voice when I wake up and it's a little bit raspy like Jazzy Joyce. Yeah, that's what happens when I just don't be drinking this water. It's filled up with all of these chemicals. Yeah, I'm not getting enough of the... Oh, I'm sounding like RFK Jr. I gotta be taking care of myself. It's because I'm not taking enough of the vaccines. Every time that I start to take care of my health, I'm thinking that I'm pristine, but really I'm filled with all these chemicals. Yeah, I'm filled like plastics. I don't know. I feel like I'm explosive. Every time that I go off, I'm like Dr. Dre, you need to be helping me. He's like, what's wrong with you? You're filled up with too many explosives. If you get too close to a lighter, they might light you off. Yeah, I'm gonna say see you later. That's Camden, you're gonna be blowing off to the top. You can't see it right now, but there's a lightning bolt. It's gonna be taken off. You're so lagging. I don't remember what the name of that tree is. It's from Norse mythology. Maybe it's because I can't be pronouncing the. Every time that I go off the top, you gotta be counting 2, 3. Yeah, because you can't see that I am a MMC. Lyric-y. Every time that you start to feel a little bit icky, yeah, we just gotta be taking care of the soul. That's what happens every time that you go out and you be smoking a bowl, but you've been filling up with the sage, maybe a little rosemary. Yeah, that's what happens every time that you've been grabbing your rose beads. You wish that you could just be filling up with all of these trees, but you don't know which is gonna be happening whenever you fill up with nickel UC. Maybe you'll fall onto the ground and you'll siege. Maybe you're just gonna have to put up bricks and you'll siege while somebody's knocking on your door. You think it's ice again and you've just been suffering like Eeyore. But really it's just your doctor and your mother. They're saying we need to be helping you before you fall on the floor again, because you've been falling off the floor every time that you've been falling off the your. We've been lighting up the your log. I just wish maybe that you would stop blog. And every time that you have some brain inside of your own head, yeah, you're filled up with all this fibro fog. And the myalgia's coming in thick. Every time that my rhymes come out too quick, the encephalomyalgia, that's what happens every time that I start to slill all along. You just know that I could be hitting it all along, but I think that my brain is just not clogged all along, because I know that I could be logging all of these words that are coming up. I think that I just filled up with all of my op.
Hey. Good work. All right.
That RFK line's bananas. I was dying. You had a lot of good ones, but yo, that was bananas.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, that was fun.
All right. Let's see. This is cool. The tempo's a little high.
He doesn't believe in bananas.
All right. So, do you want this, or do you want? This is a little. It's like 100 BPM.
Oh. Sure, I'll snob it. I feel like it's my birthright.
Birthright.
Yes. Gotta give you something, right? Let's see what this does. Let's see. What you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right, go ahead and take it from here, just because that intro's a little long.
it's a little long. Yeah. All right. Look, whatever's clever, it doesn't really matter. Coming at you supersonic at the hour. Remember the supersonics, man? I was like maybe 6 before they made it the whole thing go and quit. Damn, dating myself, but I'm really an old soul. Just trying to find my way, to find the flow. Just trying to change my ways, trying to change my soul. Nah, nothing doing that. I'm gonna bring it right back to my roots. I'm gonna bring it back right towards my truth. Yeah. Remember the days I wanted to be a baller, wanted to be a power forward 6'5" and call her. You know the song, be a little bit taller. No, but really I'm like 5'6" on a good day. I should holler, hooting, hollering, coming at the top. You know it's just like that real hip hop. I represent everything that's coming out of me. Sometimes I stutter, sometimes I get some muttering, but that's okay. Sometimes I run out of breath. It's gonna be a good day until I get to death. Sometimes I stutter again. That's my perspective. Just coming at it like it's an elective, like I'm back in class with the math. Was never good at it, but you know I got the pass like a C- in geometry. Just trying to be, I know a better me. Here I go again. You back at it. The song is still going. It's a long time, but you know I am flowing. You know I'm in motion. You know I'm posting. It's like a roller coaster in the ocean. I got the cocoa butter, you know the lotion. Cause I be ashy, please don't get mad at me. Please don't get mad at me. You know it's the truth. Just trying to spit and do it like this. Every time, every day, I'm gonna get it, whether it's the vibes or the money. Just coming off the top like you're gonna feel this. If you do really put up the right fist, start jamming, go hamming. I'm kinda hungry, I need some salmon. Just kidding, I really don't like the bitch, but I do like this. I really do this for real. Just coming off the top, no deal, no big deal. Cause I'm 5'6", remember? Went to my mother, she's like 5'2". I wish I was a little bit taller, but that's just the truth.
Yeah, you get the long fade out too.
Long.
All right.
Love the Skilo reference, especially the first time around. You flipped that really nice.
No doubt.
Oh, the 6'5" to 5'6".
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. Let's see.
Dreams of being a power forward.
I really did. I remember telling you, I was like, I'm being power forward in the NBA, and you're like, let's work on your handles. I was like, oh.
Yeah. Let's see. This is cool, but I heard something else. So this one. Or was it you? Which one? Yeah. This is something like, all right. So, coming in with another story to tell, another soul to well, like Kirk. You know how we do, we put in work. And if you don't know, you know how to be. Gets on the mic, the epitome, and you can be free. as we do it. Friday, 4/11, nothing to it. Understand we open minds and design as I gotta get inside, moving spines, cause I be twisted like them DNA, double helix. I got to give it to you again, hope you feel it. And if you're not, hit the tires and you peel it. Understand how I do, I'm just real with it. Real with minds, real with time. Even though I'm trying to get outside the time, trying to find a better way, trying to be my own better way in my own better days. I'm shining like these own glamour rays. Told you how I do, make sure the grammar pays. Cause it's energy, it's currency. The energy inside the body moving of the pate. Now we put it on a cracker with some pate. Coming in saying hi to pate. This is somebody from last week. She was cool, yes, kind of sweet. Just a friend. Don't be getting it like that. Get your mind out the trap and get your mind on the stacks. We getting higher. Mad. These liars. They mad. These ciphers. They mad. They suck. Pacifiers. But I will not be denied, bruh. I'm going like a cobra. I'm shining, I'm spitting, I'm doing, I'm hitting. Always admitting the style is just never written unless it is. That's right, a paradox when I spit. And that's how I keep it hot. And I slide, especially when the party is live. Cause speaker minds be in the building, make you slide to the left and the right. Good times, feeling the conscious funk all night. It's good to be back. Good to play the keys, that's whites and black. Understand how we do, overstand where you're at. Just get from your sits, get from the bullshit real quick. Understand how I like to be. Understand because I'm on a quest for truth. You see, that was the first LP. Nobody knows about that, but that's alright. I still do it for the tracks. It's funny how these cats I teach, then get on and talk about you ain't got no streams, but I got these dreams. And I got these skills, and I got this beam.
Yo, the part where she was like, "Yo, it's not even like that though. She a friend," and then you went in there scheme on that. That was hard. I like that.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Yeah, I don't think I even know anybody named Patty. It
It
was the
dope.
rhyme.
The switch up. You were doing your normal rhyme scheme, and then dun 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 dun, dun, right?
Yeah.
You started to make a little lyrical. I always like when you do that.
Yeah, that's one of those where, like, okay, the rhyme wasn't there. Whatever just happened, it wasn't planned, but I like it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you repeat the mistake again, it's intentional.
Yep,
No doubt.
So, and then it's like, ooh, okay, this is a new pocket. I'm gonna stay on it. And a couple things came, and then I moved on to the next. So, I had that pacifiers in my head for a while. I didn't know how I was going to use it, you know. But then because I think that's when I actually fell off of the flow. It kind of, I didn't fall off, but like it changed. All right, the flow changed.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like pacifier. Okay, yep. Stay in the scheme. Stay in the zone. Focal point. Oh, boom. They suck. Pacifier. Got it. Sweet.
They suck. Yeah.
Yes. So it was cool to make it work. All right. Highlights, insights of the Cypher. What do we got? What are we feeling?
I got a few.
Yeah.
One, the diction uno. I really liked was live like Eeyore, suffering. I don't remember what you were scheming that with, but it tickled me.
Yeah, that hit me too.
He also said he ain't no NPC, the way he gets down on this MIC.
Yeah.
I always like rhyming with letters.
Mm-hmm.
Imaginer said, I face my fear, let me look in the mirror. Which that has like a whole bunch of weird connections to it. Right?
Yeah.
Zay said, wish I was a baller, a little bit taller. There's a whole bunch of things, but also it's always cool when somebody not only references a rap, but uses the lyrics themselves. And then I didn't even get it till Diction said, but switching the 6-5 to 5-6, but starting with it at the beginning of the freestyle and then ending with it, that was cool. And then Desmond, I have too, with moving spines, I be twisted like DNA, and then they suck pacifiers, which also tickled me. So.
Thank you. Yeah. Shout out to you, Jesse, just because when I said that DNA line, I was thinking of Elixir, which allowed me to say,
oh, hell yeah.
Alex.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So I appreciate that.
I'm here for it. Yo, I just want to shout out how special it is to have, father and son freestyling. It's like, I can't think of any other father-son combo I've ever freestyled with. So that's an honor. And Zay, I've been knowing you for a minute, but I've never heard you freestyle. And so you got it like that, bro. You're nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was just like blown away, bro. Like, damn, you're
y'all gotta go to the Cypher Saturday. I mean to interrupt, but Relentless and etc. His son, they get down there, and Desmond be going. If they pull up, y'all could do the double father, double son. That's probably like a historic. I don't think no one's done that ever.
Yeah.
Y'all could make it happen.
Yeah, no, we did. Yeah, we were there at that one.
We were just quieter about it. Because they
Oh,
were
right.
performing. And it was just like,
Oh, yeah, we gotta have one where like all four of y'all just, I don't know, just for history. You know what I'm saying? Just for the Guinness Book or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's a Cypher tomorrow from 3 to 5.
To Lilo, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna help host it. So I'm gonna be there, just like keeping the energy going and whatnot. So, pull up.
I'm gonna try.
I'll see there. I'm glad you brought it up. I was going to say something. I got a show at the Give Back afterwards. The Antelope Fishermen. They're having like an anniversary for their event. The Give Back. They give 10% or some kind of percent of the proceeds to a Black-owned business, and this time it's Souplay. But that doesn't start till 6. So I plan on hitting Tolilo's thing downtown and then sliding up to Williams. For the give back after that.
Hell yeah.
We'll see. Cool. I got Aolito has his Bachizado, I think around 5. Gotta check the calendar. So I'll see if I can like swing through for the Cypher and then swing there. I mean, we might all just go because we got lacrosse in the morning.
Oh, what time?
And then
who plays lacrosse? Hey, Lito?
Yeah.
Plays lacrosse?
Yeah.
What?
Cool.
That's crazy.
All right. That's dope.
Hold on, I got you.
That kid with the lacrosse stick. That's awesome.
Yeah, kids running with lacrosse sticks. It's
sounds sane.
I'm both terrified and elated about that's happening.
Oh man, it's like
Zay, were you at the end of year Cypher last year? I feel like you were.
I was at one of them. Yeah, it was the one right before the end of the year.
Okay.
Yeah, you were here.
Yeah,
I wasn't there.
in the corner over there, and I was like,
I thought you seemed familiar.
12:45 is the cross, and it's at Grant High School. And then the Bachizado is like literally 2 to 4:30, so it's like right during Cypher time. So I don't know. We'll figure out something.
Come for the food at the end.
Yeah. Yes. I came to
anyway,
the food, not eat the food anyway.
Yeah. Also, shout out Desmond. Just always taking us into our deeper awareness. You know, the cognitive faculties behind the freestyling and letting go of the judgments. It's just that growth rap vibe. You know, just great for freestyling and great for life.
Yeah, it's so I'll just put it this way. I'm getting into, like, I'm almost done with The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle.
That's a good book.
Yeah, so, and you know how you read a book and you see something, hear something that, oh, I thought that before.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been having a lot of those moments in this book of just like, whoa. Or I've had that experience before, especially in this book. Is very, an experience book. But yeah, that piece about non-judgment and just how much mental noise it creates. Like, so when we freestyle and we really practice putting that, it's like I ain't judging it, great or horrible. None of that's coming up. I'm just witnessing and just spitting. And there's time to deliberately practice things, and you don't even have to practice with judgment. You can deliberately practice what you're practicing.
Mm-hmm.
But like, there's just so much extra noise and chatter and energy that just goes into judgment that it's like really not needed. Like, it's so yeah, like, I don't know, I was always on that tip, but kind of like, I see how people, but I was on a tip too, where it's like, if I leave that, I would also push on people a little bit, like, that's a judgment, but now I'm on a tip of like, yeah, non-judgment, we need more of that. Don't really need a lot of judgment in our heads, in our lives. And I don't need to convince you. I don't need to persuade anybody. Like, it's how I'm going to operate. It's what I'm going to speak about. And if someone disagrees, that's where they're at. They're supposed to disagree because that's where they're at on their journey.
Yeah, that's perfect.
On that point.
Oh, go ahead. Okay.
On that point, I often try to like challenge myself, and I'm going to do a complicated apostle rhyme scheme and then try to make it work. And then when I do that, the people I'm rhyming to, right, stone face. But the most joy I've gotten from like people, the reactions are when I do like an RFK Jr. impersonation, or
bananas.
Joker talking about low punny to Batman. I did an impersonation of Joker. Whenever I'm doing something silly like that, and I guess I'm doing this impression and it's not planned, it gets people rolling like every time. And that's a no judgment thing where I'm like, I guess I'm just gonna do this thing, and if they don't like it, or if they do, well, it's happening anyways. And I'm not trying to like push myself to do some complicated rhyme scheme where they're going to have to analyze it like in the moment and see if they get it or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I think that's like, if you did the non-judgment and you were doing a complicated rhyme scheme because that's what came up, and we didn't respond, that's still okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, that's really kind of the root of the non-judgment, where it's just if that's what you like, then you're challenging yourself, then do it when you feel like it and challenge yourself for that sake. The cool thing about this Cypher is we hold space for all that, right? To challenge yourself skill wise, and also just have fun and express and connect. And we're here for all of it, because that's and then and the conversation too around like the message versus the rhyme, and kind of what came out from that, like, again, as a way to just, it kind of led to the non-judgment piece of it for sure, but really just I'm getting really clear on just what growth rap is, right? It's like, it's everything that's going to make you a doper MC, that'll make you a great songwriter, right? Performer. It's going to do all that. But that's going to be the byproduct of your growth. And like, that's what this is about, right? So it's like, we focus on that growth. Like, imagine how much freer you're going to be when you're creating songs and on stage if you're practicing non-judgment, right? And then whatever gets the channel through you, like that energy, that vibe that somebody needs in their life in that moment. Oh, you're no longer stopping it with your own fears or insecurities. It's like, did I nail that right? Like you practice and prepare, and then you just be when it's time to deliver, you know. And it's in this space we get to practice the inner work that allows us to just be, right? As you said about Glare earlier, right? To just be and know that is our salvation. Like, it's already there. It's already here. Okay, ain't got to do anything else, you know. So that's the tip I'm on this week. Probably be the tip I'm on for a while, to tell you the truth. But cool, y'all. Well, I think we have done it. We've made it right on schedule. I'm moving these up early because essentially I'm waking up 4 a.m. every day. So this way I can say that I get 6 hours of sleep.
I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you.
Long are the days when we were staying up till 1 or 2 in the morning.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Those. I mean, I honestly wish I could do that, but my life is just not set up for me to do that right now. Perhaps when the little one's older, and I don't know. But right now it's and I don't know. Even who knows if I keep it this. It's the quiet time. Like, I either need really late at night or really in the early morning, where like there's not going to be a lot of like, you know, a phone call that comes in, somebody you know, it's not going to be a lot of that. And then even energy wise, it just feels different. You know, like it's just not a lot of buzzing. So, let's see. Final thoughts? Any final insights before we wrap it out?
Also, shout out to Addiction for bringing that energy, bro. Appreciate just the vibe that you're on.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all. You know, always bring great energy. I appreciate the witnessing thing, because what's the trip is that at work as a coach, right? The founder of the company had these 9 principles for conscious living, and he's big on awareness is the key to everything. One of them is witnessing. So I literally use and explain that tool to people dealing with intrusive thoughts, or what we would call upheaval or overwhelm. A more common term might be like anxiety or, you know, overwhelm, right? But I've never thought about applying it to the concept of emceeing. I've read Eckhart Tolle's Eckhart Tolle. I never know what to say with his name, but I've read New Earth like years ago, and I've read The Power of Now and watched several of his speeches. Didn't particularly connect that, but I love how Desmond connected that to emceeing, and that's dope. It's one thing to use the principle for only one thing, or to understand the principle, but to apply it, and then to apply it in a multifaceted fashion. I appreciate that.
Oh, that's
no doubt.
That's what's up. Cool. Well, thank you for that. Yeah. See, like, it's 9:35. If you had like
we feeling alive.
If you had like a nightlife life, like Zay, you can see. What are you getting into? What are you about to do right now?
We're about to go sing some karaoke.
Hey, that's nice.
You really live in that life.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm a hermit, but if they keep on inviting me, I'm like, all right.
They drag you out.
Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah, that's the one thing I haven't gotten into is karaoke.
Yeah,
you're like one step away from it, Desmond. You're like the hard version of karaoke.
I know, and I think that's it, right? It's kind of like the reason I don't like karaoke is why a lawyer doesn't like Law and Order. Right? Or like a surgeon doesn't like ER. It's just like no.
That's why.
And also they didn't have a lot of rap. I don't know. Are they having more rap now in karaoke?
Yeah.
They do.
You can do Diggable Planets, cool like that.
Yeah.
See.
I hate rapping karaoke, honestly. One thing I love about karaoke is I never rap ever. I always picks like Johnny Cash or something like that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fun to like test a different muscle for one, because the same reason you sex, we already do this. But secondly, the little dot that bounces on the ball, if you don't know the fucking words, you're screwed because that
Yeah.
thing is
You're always
never
off.
on point at
Mm.
all. They'll have you out here sounding like you got no rhythm and shit. Nah, I'm
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Oh no.
I'll do some Everlast or some Johnny Cash, but like a singing
Yeah.
Everlast song. I
But
think I
yeah,
did. I used to do Danzig sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like shit
Hmm.
like that. I like to go in there and be like, okay, I'm gonna do the opposite of rap, so it's a whole different thing, and it's a whole different challenge too, because it's like I ain't a singer. This your shit. I'm gonna get nervous as hell, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah,
conquer that, and it's gonna be fun. You know what I mean?
Is
that's
this
tight.
odd
feel you.
time or even time? Or you spend the whole
All right.
time trying to figure out what's going on.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't. I rap a karaoke. If you don't know every word, I'm like, yo, that little bouncing ball is gonna kill you. You can be out here looking whack as
Right.
hell.
I thought you
In
could
my opinion,
rap.
I'm just like, yeah, I'm good. Let me sing instead. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll try it again at some point. It's
It's
just
always there for you.
Yeah, it ain't going anywhere. It ain't going nowhere. So. It's right here. It's not going nowhere. I'll do some NERD. How about that?
Hmm.
Yo,
Yeah.
there you go.
Cool.
Yes. Spaz if you want to. All right. Okay. That is it. When this recording finishes doing what it does, it'll. I'm gonna try to spend like the next few minutes, basically putting the stream out, so it'll be blasting on YouTube. Cause why not? Cause I'm just getting over my fears and just showing up and
Doing it and doing it and doing it right.
doing well, right? Doing well, doing it right. Cool. Well, enjoy the rest of your evening.
You too,
I
bro.
will catch y'all.
Maybe I'll see some of y'all tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll see you. I'm pulling up for sure. I'll see you at Lilo's
All
thing.
right. Dope.
I'll see what I can do. All right, y'all. Deuces.
See you around.